Well, greetings and salutations, test takers. This is the Series 7 Guru coming to you from my off-grid studio, getting our kicks on historic Route 66 with an explication request. If you have an explication request, you can send it to explicationrequest@guruexamprep.com. This request comes from our Facebook community. Join our tribe, test taking tribe over there. We've got almost 2,000 members, a lot of activity, a lot of test takers. Baby brokers is a term of endearment for rookies in the securities industry, and a hat trick is three successes in a limited time frame. Hence, baby brokers doing hat tricks. If it's a Kaplan question you need help with, you can just send me the QID, as is this test taker 1557737, and I can bring it up backstage. I'm willing to help you with any questions, just easier if it's a Kaplan question. If you don't have a Kaplan Q Bank, I highly recommend it as a paid supplement. You can get it for $55.80, 3,600 practice questions, plus with my Guru 15 discount code at checkout, 15% off all Kaplan products and services. For that commercial, Kaplan allows me to give you free look at Kaplan content like this. All right, here we go. Under SEC Rule 134, a tombstone advertisement. When I think of a tombstone, I think of a graveyard. And in the graveyard, when you look at the tombstone, there's not a lot of information there. It says their birth date, when they died, loving father, husband. For more information, for more complete information, see the obituary. Same thing with a tombstone here. Most of the information that you need to make an informed decision would not be found in a tombstone. This is kind of like a matter of record. And the tombstone would say this is neither an offer to sell nor a solicitation to buy the following securities. An offering is made only by a copy of the prospectus. Read it carefully. Do not send any money. And then as a banker, we have these tombstones in lucite, and we put them on our mantle. I have a couple here, maybe in one of our live streams on Tuesday night. I'll show you what a lucite tombstone looks like. Anyways, the net proceeds to the issuer. I think maybe this is where the test taker was struggling. The net proceeds to the issuer is not found in the tombstone. What is the public offering price. In the front page of every prospectus, we will show you the total amount of money we're raising. I'll give you an example on the prospectus. 10 million will tell you the net proceeds to the issuer. Let's say in this example, 9 million two, and we'll show you that 800,000 as the spread, right? That's on the front page of the proceeds. We also show you per share, public offering price $10, spread 80 cents, net proceeds 920. That is not on the tombstone. That is on the front page of the prospectus. So that's why the answer is A. Again, will we tell you the number of shares sold in the tombstone? We would. Will we tell you the public offering price? We would. We would tell you the name of the syndicate members. Yeah. And as again, you have syndicate members based on where they're at in terms of the underwriting, right? The manager would be on the top of that tombstone. It kind of looks like a pyramid, right? Kind of like network marketing, so to speak. I know a guy who had a tombstone from when he first came into the business with all the firms that were around. And as each of them no longer was with us, he would cross them off. And, pretty soon it was just his firm and a couple other firms that were still around through mergers, acquisitions, that kind of stuff. Anyways, the answer to this question is A. So the net proceeds, the issuer is on the tombstone. That would be on the front page of the prospectus. Remember, inch by inch, tombstones are cinch. Yard by yard, tombstones are hard. And I will see you for the next explication request. Just one more point here. This is something that is allowed during the cooling off period. Right? So you should definitely know during the cooling off period, we can place a tombstone. More importantly, we can send out preliminary prospectuses known as red herrings. They have pretty much everything you need to know except that final offering price. Maybe that's what the person was having a mind meld on. And we can use that to accept indications of interest, which are non-binding on all parties. All right, I'll see you for the next explication request whenever that comes in.